Omo, today being the 18th of August of 2025, e get one big news and big event we go fit play out today. As today speak, Simon will be released today if he meets one condition. If you don't understand, make I talk am again. Simon, a man will be say the hold for Kidamakoski Correctional Center, will be released today only if he meets one condition. Yes, because as today speak, the Finnish government through the Pajami District Court don't they try pardon this man. They don't enlist conditions where he must do. And if he do them today, they go free him today. And so it be. This news is hot, it's big. So the question here be say, wetin did they ask Simon to do as a form of pardon? Well, for this video, I go to clearly showcase and discuss every single thing we don't play out within and behind the scenes, because this one now should be a turning point. Yes, this one a turning point. Anybody where they close to Simon should advise him on what to do, because if he do them, and today will receive that freedom. Still, we have other news coming out from the southeastern region of Nigeria, because as we speak, something played out in Anambra state over the weekend, where we say a lady and her brother was abducted by some bandits in Anambra state. The bandits come ask the guy where they amongst them to doing the impossible. For this video, I go showcase and break down every single thing we don't play out behind the scenes, maybe for Siam, and get a full update. As we speak, on the 16th of August of 2025, 2 days ago, some Igbo individuals were seen having an open protest, a peaceful protest, open one, in the country of Italy. Yes, for this video, I will show you what don't happen, because this one is big, this one is huge, this is gigantic, and this definitely will go a long way in restoring the victory and the freedom of these individuals. This video is something we say, if you miss out on this particular one, you don't miss out on a lot of details. So maybe for calm down, jejely watch this video and watch them to the end. Yes, as we speak, the man where they call himself the APM, the man who calls himself the acting prime minister of the BRGI, don't they face heavy backlash from people within and around the country. What did not happen? Well, Oge Nkere made a post. That particular post sit well with a lot of people where they watch him, and they call it say, bro, put yourself in order, because if you know do I'm go do for you. For this video, I'm going to show you every single thing we don't play out during the weekend. Make you for use your two eyes, see them, and clearly understand. As we speak, Kanunta and Kanu, the brother to Nnamdi Kanu, don't come out to make a revelation. Yes, he came out recently to make a revelation, and for this video, I go to show you what thing don't talk. I they talk and every single thing within. I will advise you to watch this video up until the very end, because a lot of info will be shared, a lot of details they within this conversation. Still, Amnesty International came out recently to make a statement. They don't petition the government of Anambra state because of something we play out on the 9th of September of 2021. So the question here be say, what did not happen, and why Amnesty International don't pick interest for the government and governance of Charles Soludo? Well, for this video, I will show you every single thing where you need to know and understand, because news choke, news plenty, and news boku. Yes, as we speak, the DPM, the Deputy Prime Minister, made the revelation over the weekend where we say everybody needs to see right about now, because they get one thing where she implements, where individuals may heavily criticize, say that thing no fit work, that thing cannot work. But as we speak, that thing don't they work gradually, and people's minds has been blown. So the question here be say, what's be that thing? Well, jejely calm down. I go show you and brief you in this particular video briefing. Yes, as we speak, yesterday being the 17th of August of 2025, some individuals been stormed the government house of Charles Soludo in Anambra State, been the protest in front of his house because of what he played out for Anambra State over the weekend. I will still show you for this particular video, because this is big, this is huge, and as we speak, Charles Soludo leg down the shake. He be like, say, this man don't they say, people don't mean me, people don't they very conscious of their political system and political activities in that state. And Charles Soludo don't they on a very heated position right about now. Still, we have a surprising one coming from the desk of Aisha Yesufu. This woman, I perceive, is everybody know for Nigeria. If you followed the last elections in the country, the one we play out in 2023, you can know say this woman be support Peter Obi very, very well. Yes, she came out to make a revelation where we say surprise every single person where they out here and where they watch or they follow Nigerians political news. We see this woman don't talk with surprise people. Well, she don't talk about the IPOB. She spoke about Nnamdi Kanu, and she spoke about the Igbo people and the possible referendum. Well, for this video, I'm going to show you every single thing back to back as they hot and as they play. Yes, as we speak, today being the 18th of August of 2025, this day newspaper don't come out to say something regarding Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB. You think these people they talk right about now go surprise you and you go blow your mind. Well, with all of that being said, let's kickstart this video because the news plenty and news choke. Where we go start from, we don't even know. But let's start from the very first news I introduced to you. Over the weekend, something played out in Anambra state where we say indigent citizens, residents of that state, no find them funny. What's it play out? Well, a lady and her brother went to their farm in Anambra state to do the usual, to farm, to cultivate and to harvest. But on getting to their farm, they met a very scary scene. Yeah, some bandits being there the farm, they wait for them. The bandits can abduct them. In the process, the bandits can ask the guy where they there say, make him sleep with his own sister. The guy say, which kind of thing be this now? How will you ask me to do such an impossible thing or more? The guy no agree. The guy say, lie, I no fit touch my sister. No, my sister be this. Those bandits contact say, if you no do we go on a live video, we go buy you right about now. The guy say, he better, he prefer say they buy him than say make he sleep with his own sister. So, I say talk the bandits no even hesitate, they no even negotiate, they just end on a live the guy right about there. This particular event don't go super viral on the internet and on the media because we don't see videos, we don't receive interviews from this particular lady, the lady where they there where her own brother we no great sleep with her. She don't come give clarity and she don't talk about every single thing will happen. That news no make sense. That news no fresh. And as we speak, as of yesterday, being the 17th of August of 2025, some top individuals in the country in Anambra state marched to the Anambra's government house. Showing right now on your screen are some pictures and videos taken from that particular scene. These guys were in protest because say what happened for Anambra state over the weekend no make sense. How can farmers go to their farm to harvest, cultivate, and to do their daily activities? Instead of going there to meet their farm and their crop, they meet bandits where they wait for them. See, it no make sense now. Anambra state not too big. It's not as big as other northern states where they say to fight insecurity go hard. They can even bust your head. Anambra state happens to be the second smallest state in Nigeria after Lagos. Yes, Anambra state is small and the second smallest in the whole of the 36 states of Nigeria. So this state is not too big to put security men in place, put security in check, and make sure say any form of ill, anybody where they try create unrest should easily be captured within a couple of hours because say e not too big. But you be like say our politicians when they pay attention to this insecurity in the country. These guys only look after their own heads, their own personal interests, and their own families, and that is all. Show you right now on your screen are the son of Charles Oludo. This guy lives in the UK. He doesn't live in Nigeria. He doesn't live in Anambra State. He has no connection with Anambra State. So the kids, the offsprings of these men, they live outside, while others like us, they deal with insecurity. To fight insecurity in this country, it's not as difficult as we all think. That's why people came out to really protest over the weekend. It even prompted some reactions from top individuals in the country. Take a look at this article showing right now on your screen. This is coming from Barrister Aisha Yesufu, where he gave a statement regarding what he play out for Anambra State. Showing right now on your screen are other reactions where we get from Naira Land. It don't make sense now. Haba. It don't make sense. Anyways, we send our condolences to the family that lost their loved ones because they one do the impossible and partake in the taboo. It's not fair. This can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody in the country. That is why if this kind of thing happen, it's good to speak about it, speak against it, not just keep quiet. Because if you keep quiet tomorrow, it can be somebody very close to you, which we don't want that to happen. Anyways, moving on swiftly. Enough of all this sad and emotional news. Let's take a look at other events we don't play out in the southeast region of Nigeria and other part of the world over the weekend. Well, I said that previously, some individuals from the southeast region of Nigeria held a very peaceful protest in Italy. Showing right now on your screen now pictures and videos taken from that particular event. Yes, as you can see, people they waved the flag of the USB. Yes, people they wave them, and people came out in mass to show solidarity and to speak in favor of this particular movement. What do you think of all of these recent updates coming from other part of the world? I better go down to the comment section and leave your thoughts. I could there to react and comment on them. Well, before we take a look at our next update, I beg, if you watch our videos and you're yet to subscribe, you know they fair. It's like you are stealing from us. I beg. It's not so difficult. You know how to subscribe. There's a button below this particular video section written subscribe. Click on them sharply and also hit on the all. Click on the turn all notification so that if we drop a video like this one, YouTube go send you a message for your phone, make you for watch am as e dey hot. Abeg, subscribe and turn on post notifications. Thank you. Yes, moving on swiftly. The man that calls himself the APM, that is the acting prime minister, in the person of Oge Nkere, don't face series of backlash coming from individuals where they follow the USB news bumper to bumper. Yeah. So the question here is, what did happen and how does it concern or relate with Oge Nkere? Well, showing right now on your screen, now a tweet where this man released on the 16th of August of 2025. It states, and this is coming from Oge Nkere's official page. It states, BRGI APM Oge Nkere accuses President Tinubu of war crimes amid escalating genocide in Biafra. And I'm going to drop a link to this particular news. I say drop and people come to para and say, Oga, calm down. Oh. Who made you the APM? How did you get to that position? And who voted you into that seat? Because as we speak, the USB nation don't get anything like APM. There's no acting prime minister. Nobody was asked to act. Nobody was asked to sit in that office or sit in that chair. And nobody was instructed to carry out any actions or act in regards of the official seat of the PM. You understand? People can't para. Showing right now on your screen are some comments we managed to gather right about now. Yes, people can't para. Say, this guy, you are very laughable. How did you get to that position? Well, you can pause this particular part of the video, make you for see and fully understand with the Oge Nkere they talk. But then you get one man known as Honorable Chuks, one close ally where they work in the USB government is quite close to the Deputy Prime Minister. That person is known as Honorable Chuks. So right now on your screen, I will see this man talk in regards to the post coming from Oge Nkere. It states, very laughable. The eyes of Nigeria and Biafra have spoken. Confused man, today you are APM. Tomorrow you will be president of BRGI to confuse your mumus. This person too can't tag a particular user on Twitter. The para say nobody made you this, so nobody made you anything. You just wake up one day, can't they claim say you be the APM, the acting prime minister. This is not what happen right about now. But what do you think about this whole conversation? Who do you think it should be? Who do you think rightfully, if that position of APM supposedly, who do you think should sit on that throne or on that chair? Do you think it should be this guy known as Oge Nkere, or it should be Ngozi Oraboize? I better go down to the comment section and let me know what you think, because this confusion and this fight between these two different groups, no need too much. Talking about fight and confusions, well, the brother to Nnamdi Kanu, the person of Kanunta Kanu, don't they point serious fingers at Ifeanyi Ejiofor? In the claim say Ifeanyi Ejiofor together with Mike Ozikome, the two individuals, the two legal-minded individuals, we put Nnamdi Kanu for the seat we're in day today. Yes, showing right now on your screen, I will see Kanunta Kanu they talk. This was released on the 16th of August. It states, no excuses why Mike Ozikome, SAN, must bear responsibility for Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention by barrister Jude Njoku. It continues by saying, when the Court of Appeal in Abuja discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the 13th of October of 2022, it was a crystal clear judgment. His trial was over, the charge is void, and his liberty restored. In any constitutional democracy, that would have been the end of the matter, but not in Nigeria, and shockingly, not under the watch of his lead counsel, Mike Ozikome, SAN. Today, the Whistler has published an article seeking to whitewash professional failure, painting Ozikome as a helpless bystander. This is not journalism, this is propaganda, and I would see they come from Kanunta Kanu, who happens to be the brother to Nnamdi Kanu. They point fingers to the individuals, to the lawyers we fumble on Nnamdi Kanu's case. People like Ifeanyi Ejiofor and this man known as Mike Ozikome. I would say they happen right about now regarding the case of Nnamdi. Still on steel. As of this morning, being the 18th of August of 2025, this day newspaper, a very popular media outlet in Nigeria, come throw shades. They don't throw serious shades at the IPOB and their people and leaders. Yes, this day newspaper wrote an article, a very lengthy one, where we see as of this morning. Yes, well, for clarity, make I show you what these people they talk and how they talk. Show right now on your screen at the article where they come from. This day newspaper. It states IPOB's theoretical search for Nnamdi Kanu's acquittal. They can't go on and on to give clarity and to make a statement regarding the particular article. But in a nutshell, I don't want to waste your time. You're going to read every single thing we did right now on your screen. But the cocoa here be say, this day they claim say the IPOB na a particular group where they thwart or delay the release of Nnamdi Kanu, because this IPOB no know the steps and method they suppose apply so that Nnamdi Kanu will be released from the DSS facility. They claim say the IPOB don't make series of mistakes and right about and are pointing fingers to different individuals in the IPOB movement. They claim say now you caused the delay, but in the real sense, now IPOB as a group caused the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu. And I wait see this particular article they talk right about now. So, but the question here is, who do you think it's causing, or what's the main cause of Nnamdi Kanu's detention, continuous in detention in the DSS facility? I better go down to the comment section. I feel like see what you got say right about now. But as they speak, but we see one picture. Someone on Twitter posted a picture of Èkpá Ejiofor, wey no really make sense. Showing right now on your screen now a picture of Èkpá Ejiofor together with Nnamdi Kanu having a conversation. When you look closely, take a look at the highlighted part of this particular picture where they use red line being circle. You will see this guy known as Èkpá Ejiofor, they wear AirPods or earpiece in a court session. People they claim say this is a high level of unprofessionalism and not being serious. This is a high level of unseriousness. See how a person will come in a court session to defend an individual known as Nnamdi Kanu, a very, very high case of this magnitude. Why person go wear AirPods within the court session? People don't heavily criticize this man, say, you don't show high level of unprofessionalism, you don't show say you don't even know what you do, and all of those things. But we don't know why this guy actually go wear AirPods. If he been say in day on a phone call with somebody outside the courtroom, maybe on this particular day they were instructed not to use their phones in any way, shape or form, and the only way to converse maybe with somebody else outside the courtroom session was to have an AirPods on, and that person where they outside, if they continuously communicate with them inside the courtroom session. That's the only possible way where this whole thing will make sense. But if this guy wear them for no particular reason, it no make sense, and as something where we say no suppose happen in its first place. What do you think about this whole picture? I beg, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Now, let's take a look at other news where they in this whole video conversation. As they speak, Amnesty International don't come out to send a petition and to write a clear letter, an open letter addressed to the government of Anambra State regarding what will play out on the 9th and 18th of September of 2021 and the 18th of October of 2021. That said here, what did they happen? And how does it concern Amnesty International, a popular world group where they fight against any form of human rights abuse and injustice? Well, for clarity, let me take you to the desk of Amnesty International official Twitter page. Showing right now on your screen and every single thing where they within the conversation. It states human rights violations by Ebubeagụ. Amnesty International documented several cases of human rights violations by the Ebubeagụ security operatives in Ebonyi State and other parts of the southeastern region. On the 9th of September of 2021, a stray bullet from an operative of Ebubeagụ security outfit unalived the daughter of a traditional ruler in Onitsha Iboeze community in Onitsha local government area of Ebonyi State. And I would see this article they talk right about. Now the article also went a step further to give clarity regarding every single thing we don't play out in that state at that particular point in time. And now this group, Amnesty International, don't they call on the attention of the governor of Anambra State and also the attention of the governor of Ebonyi State, saying, abeg o, make una try look into insecurity levels in your state, because people now where they call in to serve in your security structure, they also create all forms of insecurity in your own state. What do you think about this particular update coming from Amnesty International? Abeg, go down to the comment section and let me know what you think about this whole happening. So we're moving on swiftly. Yes, we know, say as of early this month, the US been launched its own radio station known as the USB radio. Over the past couple of days or even weeks, people don't they complain, say this particular radio station, if you go there, now only music that they play. You will never go there and listen to a well fixed program or a well documented program. Now only music 247. But as they speak now, like I say, the USB government, they watch our videos. Because as they speak, the USB government don't begin add some programs and some official news briefings on that radio station or radio channel. Showing right now on your screen now, which they released on the 16th of August of 2025. As a proof, say they don't begin to hold other kinds of events and programs on the station. This is coming from Ngozi Rabuize, where it states, enjoy USB radio at the fundraising. USB radio, USB Department of State, meaning say they've been hold a fundraising for that radio station over the weekend, where we say people were asked to contribute, people were asked to fundraise so that the USB movement can be actualized. So this government's been carrying the fundraising go that radio station to air it live so that anybody from any part of the world can join in, jump in, and have a proper conversation and also partake in the fundraising. Yes, so that is all on the radio, the USB radio as we speak. We are moving on swiftly. Over the weekend, people stumbled on a particular surprising video coming from the desk of Aisha Yesufu. Yes, this woman, she happens to be a human rights activist, a member of the Labour Party, and a very strong supporter of Peter Obi. Yes, this woman played a massive role in the last elections held in Nigeria, held in 2023, where she supported Peter Obi under the Labour Party. As we speak, this woman don't come out now and can't give a revelation. She don't come speak on the IPOB movement, the Igbos, and the quest for referendum. What should they talk? Well, I no go play the whole video of her statement because of copyright issues, but I will just show you some tweets, some clarity, and some basic information. From there, you go know what she talk for that video. It states, IPOB demand of referendum for Biafra is not a national security threat. People have the right and should be given an opportunity to decide where to go. And this statement was made by Aisha Yesufu. Say, if people they ask for a possible referendum, no be security threat. If people they ask say they want to leave a particular nation, no be security threat. And say people have the right to choose where they want to go to. They have the right to ask for a referendum, and they have the right to seek for justice. And all of these things now doesn't fall under any form of security threats in the country. Someone made a lot of statements, a lot of points which she add up together for that particular video, and she they call on the president of the nation to give a listening ear, have a round table meeting, have a conversation with these people, and know what they really want. And then you as a president could know how you could take handle them going forward. Now what they come from the desk of Aisha Yesufu as we speak. We're moving on swiftly now. May we look at the most interesting part of this whole video conversation and the reason why this video was made in its first place. So what did they happen? Well, if Simon can do some basic things, it's very possible that he will be released today. And I wait with a year from some sources domiciled in Finland. Mind you, this update is yet to be confirmed as we speak. So the question here be say, what are the conditions where we say they don't enlist for Simon before he will be freed? Well, from waiting with a year, from an undisclosed source, an unconfirmed story, we say the government don't look into this man's case from head to toe, from A to Z, and they don't get any precedent or precedent to work on. That is to say, there's no law in their country we guide or if you punish what Simon don't do, because Simon's case happens to be very, very new in their legal framework. So as we speak, they look at a possible form of pardon. I wait with a year. You understand? They look at a possible form of pardon. The one pardon this guy, make it for move on and continue with his life. But then there are some conditions where, based on waiting with a year, they don't enlist before this man. Say if you do we go pardon you and you'll be allowed to walk free and reunite with your friends and family. So the question here is, wait till this up. We did some investigations and some research to gather up some possible conditions where they standing, and we found some answers. So we say one discuss them and show them to you in this particular section of the video. I'll show you right now on your screen. I want to, you're supposed to know. The state in Finland, pardon are possible, but they follow very specific legal and constitutional procedures. If Simon were to be pardoned by the Finnish government, more precisely by the president of Finland on recommendation of the Ministry of Justice, it would usually come with certain conditions. You don't see them. There will be conditions if that this man must meet. If you meet them, he go dey released as of today. What will be these conditions? We will look at them one after the other. But first of all, how does pardon even work in the country of Finland? Well, take a look at this article showing right now on your screen. It states, how does pardon work in Finland? Authority. Only the president of Finland has the constitutional right to grant pardons under the Article 105 of the Finnish Constitution. The scope. The president can grant a full or partial pardon, for example, reduce the sentence, suspend it, or waive fines. Okay? Advice. Pardons are issued based on the advice of Supreme Court and the Ministry of Justice. And the conditions. Unlike some countries where pardons are unconditional. In Finland, they can be conditional, especially if public order, rehabilitation, or international concerns are at stake. Hope you guys are paying attention. It states that in Finland, pardon they come with conditions only if international concerns are at stake. Where we say, if you want to apply them to Simon's case, definitely you can say it concerns the country of Nigeria and the country of Finland. We don't make them international in nature. So, what are the possible conditions where the country don't enlist? Mind you, this is not from investigation, and this probably no go fit be the exact conditions so they don't present in front of this man. But let's take a look at some conditions based out of some intelligence we use and research we don't conduct. Let's take a look at them one after the other, because if this man can meet it today, it's very possible that he will be free today because of the pardon we don't dey existing. The very first one here now, good conduct requirements. He would likely need to remain law-abiding for a defined period. Any future offense, especially linked to incitement or this one showing right now on your screen, could revoke the pardon. Hope you guys are paying attention. Second one here are restrictions on political activities abroad. That is to say, Simon might be barred from using Finnish soil or resources like social media accounts operated from Finland to incite violence or promote unrest in Nigeria. It's followed by saying, this is important because Finland would want to avoid accusations of harboring someone destabilizing another state. The third condition here now, probationary supervision. Instead of serving time in prison, he might be put under probationary supervision where authorities monitor his activities closely. And the fourth here are travel or residence conditions. He could be required to remain in Finland or in a specific municipality and report regularly to the police. And the fifth condition here is no public incitement clause, a ban on making public statements or online broadcasts that could be interpreted as encouraging violence. Any violation would nullify the pardon. The sixth are restriction/compensation. If victims or institutions were financially harmed, part of the pardon might include paying restitutions or fines as a form of accountability. The seventh one are community service/rehabilitation programs. Instead of prison, he could be ordered to do community service or undergo programs focused on peace building, integration, or civic responsibility. So from our very short investigation and research, it means say if the country pardon Simon, it simply means that he no go fit talk about the USB again. He no go fit talk directly. He no go fit work with the USB. He no go fit do anything again that has to do with the USB. He has to hands off and stay clear at the condition we dey. But the problem here be say, will this man agree to that? Will this man agree to this condition of saying, make you hands off or hands up, make you no join these people again, talk anything. You can't make any political remark again in our country, and you cannot do some certain things in the Finnish soil. These conditions big go. But if you look at them, too serious, because these conditions now they stipulated for Finland only. So what's the way around it? Well, Simon can just stay there because the condition still involves travel restrictions. That is to say, in a particular period of time, Simon no go there allowed or permitted to leave the country of Finland. Okay, so it is very simple. Once he exceeds the time frame on his travel restrictions, he can go to a different country and start a life there. You understand? He can travel, he can leave Finland, start a life in a different country, and from that particular country, he could get the right again to feed and support the USB and talk about the USB and all of those stuffs. But the problem here be say, the country where Simon go travel go to, he no hold a citizenship of that particular country. You all know say the reason why Simon is being protected right about now because he's a Finnish citizen, and I make him very difficult for Finland to send them back to Nigeria. But if Simon goes to a random country, he no be their citizen, and Nigeria can go there, arrest him, and carry and come back to the country very, very easy. So Simon wouldn't want to leave the country of Finland because he's covered, because he's a citizen of that particular country. So that one would be very difficult for him to leave the country. I want to still preach about the movement of the USB. What do you think about this whole conditions? I beg, go down to the comment section and answer. If now you wait till you go do, will you accept these conditions, or you go choose to stay back in prison. Well, as we speak, conversations are being held, and in our second video today, we will release a video by 8 p.m. to give you a possible update regarding this particular activity. Now, one video will be say you no go and miss, so stay tuned and subscribe. By 8 p.m. I will see you again right now on this particular channel. But then moving on swiftly, as of Saturday, we posted some videos where we say everybody never watch, and you say if you never even watch them to see what they inside a particular video. Yes, some individuals from Saturday last week don't they talk say they go free Simon this particular week where they enter, and we don't even know how they take no or how they take Siam. That video will publish on Saturday will show you every single thing where you need to know regarding Simon's potential or tentative freedom, because the people don't they say good news is coming soon and something big go approach the USB movement any moment from now. In that particular video, we critically analyze those statements. We can't say something big they come, and as of today we can't say they don't release some possible pardon for Simon. Anyways, one watch that video released on Saturday. We have it showing right now on your screen. Maybe for watch, maybe you see every single thing where they did. That one be like part A, and this one we just finished the watch be like part B. So click on that video to watch and understand. Click on that particular video, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching.
Now, you see the issue of Simon Èkpá has actually entered another level at the end. Finally, it has entered another level. You people do not understand what is happening concerning Simon Èkpá, because the reality is that I feel most of our people are actually being distracted at this point in time. You are distracted from the whole shenanigan happening within the cabinet members, the media sekwa, Ogenkere sekwa, Madangozi or and all that. The reality is that the Finnish government have continued to hold Simon Èkpá, a man that did not commit any crime. None. Forget all those issue of terrorism related accused, that Simon Èkpá was actually accused of, crimes that Simon Èkpá was accused of. Forget about those things. The reality is that Simon Èkpá has turned to an issue of an international politics. They are playing international politics with Simon Èkpá. The same politics that they are playing with Nnamdi Kanu, the Britain and the Zulu government, with some other international communities. They are using the Biafra. The Biafra, in fact, is a general issue, not even only Biafra, even Africa general. They do not want Africa to rise. I've heard so many people come out and say that, if Africa decides to become a nation, one nation, then it will be better. Yes, it will. But that is another topic for another day. So the issue of Simon Èkpá has turned to a critical political issue. And I will urge Biafra not to even get their mind twisted or confused in the whole shenanigan happening, because they are trying as much as possible to distract us totally from the whole issue that is happening concerning Simon Èkpá in Biafra land. Thank you once again for joining us on this wonderful YouTube channel. A lot is happening. I'll be giving you more information in the WAR happening in Okigwe and other parts of Biafran land. Make sure you share this video and make it go viral.